just waiting on the alert. It's a delay on the alert.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. You've been working, but you're flirting with the weekend.
Oh, I got the alert.
Freak out. 1 in a million. You're a gem shine when the light grows dim. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Like we do it.
And welcome to another live episode of Generation Shock. How's everybody doing out there tonight?
Hello.
You know, it's your boy, the monster on the mic, Sheck Monster. You know, I'm here with my two fellow compadres. And, you know, let's go ahead and introduce these fine fellows. You know, first up, we got the guy who has captured more pirates than anybody else. Every poster you see on his wall is somebody he's taken down. It's my boy.
Hello, ladies, gentlemen. I'm looking for Sabute to put up in my wall. What's up?
Oh,
Listen, ladies,
doing?
I just want you to know that if you're not careful, you have a picture of you on the wall soon as, you know, as conquest.
Ooh, that's a
okay.
fact. That's
Ooh,
a
let's
spoken
go.
fact, my guy.
Okay. Next
Hello.
up, we got the guy who wears a Samsung shirt but owns everything Apple. It's your boy.
that's so true. You got me on that one. Hey, this is Messiah. This is the boy Messiah. I'm trying out some new equipment, so you know, bear with me. Hopefully, everybody hears me very good. So,
Yeah, I apologize ahead of time, everybody, because you know, his pants, you can see them a little bit.
oh no, not anymore. I put the camera in closer.
All right.
I changed too. Look, see, I'm no longer in my sleeping pants.
Oh, okay.
I'm on my track pants now.
Yeah. We got a great episode for you guys out there today, and please make sure you comment and you know, chat it up.
Join
in the
us.
chat,
Join us.
You know, so we can see what you guys are thinking out there and what you got to say. Shout out to Viper here as always. Oh, he's already talking about the stash. I love it. All right. Yeah, I decided to change it up. You know, real quick backstory about this is I thought it was going to be a funny joke for my family because they all hate it. And they're all like, oh, Mrs.
Minshew,
Viper's
you
here
look
too.
like
Hello.
Minshew.
And so, you know, it's kind of a little joke we have going on at the family because they all hate it. They want me to shave it. And they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you let people see you in public. How do you go out like that? And then I laugh and I tell them, I say, I wear a mask all day. The only people that see this are all of you.
So true.
And it's just hilarious because nobody sees it. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you know what? I figured I'd have at least one episode I played out to the world. You know, I apologize about this red spot on my nose. My mask is just starting to bruise me.
I actually like the stash, bro. I'm feeling the stash.
You know, I think
putting
with the-
putting our little Minshew here, right?
you know, with the gear and stuff, I feel like with the you know, a team that's number one in the division, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
You know, I think it
Yeah.
looks good. I look like a coach on the sideline. You know, I was trying to get my inner Aaron Rodgers going. I think that's what it was. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're going to start it off with our everybody's favorite segment. It's a Monster Week in Sports. That's right.
Oh,
So-
speaking of boxing, go ahead.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
we'll get there. That's why I did that. We're going to get there.
gonna back
Real
up.
quick, I just want to do a quick shout out to my boys. Number one in the division. Yes, we may be a record of 4 or 7, but we're still sitting at the top, baby, the top. And, you know, listen, crazier things have happened before. You know, crazy week in sports, man. You know, the Ravens had like 100,000 positive tests. The game got pushed back like 3 times. They finally did play it, but and then how about the Niners? You guys hear about the Niners?
No.
No?
Nope.
So the Niners got kicked out of the state. So the San Francisco 49ers,
Oh, yes.
in case you
Yes.
didn't know, they play in San
Yeah.
Francisco. They have been officially kicked out of the state, and they are now residing in Arizona for the next 5 weeks, where they will
Yeah.
be living in hotels, quarantining in hotels, meaning they have to stay in their rooms unless they're in meetings and stuff, which is kind of crazy. So the world is crazy out there, and we're just trying to survive and get by. So I figure, you know, why not look a little crazy, act a little crazy, you know what I'm saying? And we'll get it going. But I know you guys got some things in the sports this week you want to bring up. So Goldo, I'll throw it to you first because I like your voice more than Messiah's. So go ahead and tell me what you got to talk about this week in the Monster Week of Sports.
So, as many of our followers know, I'm not a big sports guy, but this past week on the 25th of November, great soccer legend Diego Maradona passed away.
R.I.P.
It was a big hit for the Argentinian community because of his status. Like they idolized that guy. Like,
Yeah, he was a legend.
Yeah, that man was crazy. I know you don't watch soccer because you call it kickball.
Well, yeah,
But-
let's make sure the fans know. We're talking about kickball, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, not soccer, kickball.
Yeah, but there's no soccer on this show. It's kickball because there is only one football, and we're not going to disrespect, the other sport by calling it soccer. So it's kickball.
No, but sadly, like I said, his passing was this past 25th. I mean, he had a long career. I'm not going to go into details of it because I don't have the details on me right now. Because I was supposed to write the checks down. I know, but I was slacking. I didn't write it down, and I want you to fact check me because that's what Checkmaster do. He fact checks people that he's wrong too.
I only do it to Messiah though, so it's okay. You're good.
Yeah, he doesn't do it to you. He does it to me only.
Yeah.
I know, but I'll pass it over to my boy Messiah, because that's all I have for sports this week. Rest in peace, my guy. My condolences to the family.
All right.
Well, I like to, Rip. I would like to bring up the fact that, exactly. I would like to bring that up. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones.
Yeah.
Yo, Snoop Dogg was part of the commentating, and it was mad funny. Well, I don't know if he was part of the commentating, but all I know is I heard him saying, it's like watching my two uncles fight in a barbecue. So and I thought it was hilarious, right? It was good. I didn't watch the whole fight, and I wasn't interested in watching the whole fight. I was going for Mike Tyson anyways, but I was like, this is probably not going to be that entertaining. But it was good to see them out there because they actually gave for me, it gave like a facelift to those guys. Then I read an article that was talking about Mike Tyson and why he did it, and boxing gives him life, and he doesn't need it for the money. Did you know that Mike Tyson owns a marijuana distribution company that makes $500,000 a month? That's crazy.
I didn't know that, but
So he doesn't. Yeah, I didn't know that either until I read that article. Now that I fact check it, I don't know. I was like, no, that's interesting though. But he
We'll be
yeah.
checking
So
that later on
it's
in the
not
show,
like
don't worry.
he didn't do it because he. Sorry.
We'll be checking that later on the show. Don't worry.
Yeah. So he didn't do it because he needed the money. He didn't do it because of the fame, and he didn't do it because of any of that. Because he actually did it because one, it gives him life, and also there was a charity. I heard it was a charity event going on with that. So, but the funny thing is, they were interviewing Roy Jones, and they were asking him how he feels, how he was winded, and Mike Tyson's like, "What about me? Does anybody? I haven't fought in like so many years, and nobody's asking me questions." The guy goes, "Same old Tyson," and I thought it was hilarious because he was like talking. He was like, "Nobody's on my side." What
Did you
about
watch
me?
the other fight?
All I know,
Robinson and
I didn't watch it,
Jake
but
Paul.
all I know is it became a meme
Didn't
sensation.
Nate Robinson get knocked out?
Yep.
Yeah,
I heard.
1 minute.
Yo, did the guy that knocked him out, did he wear his jersey the next day?
Probably. That'd be great.
I seen a picture of him wearing the Nate Robinson jersey, and he was like posing. I'm like, wow, that's messed up. That's kind of fucked up to do that shit.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Listen. It's bad enough that a Vine star whooped your ass, knocked you out, flat out cold, left you for dead, made you a meme, and then wore your jersey.
Yo, that
Like
was
that?
crazy. That was crazy.
Like that's.
But
a
yo, the
whole-
memes were hilarious, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They showed Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. They were holding them hand in hand to announce the winner, and then they put in the background. Look, he's still laying in the background, and they put him in the background. I just thought it was hilarious.
Oh,
It
It
that's
was
awesome.
funny.
All right.
They-
So it's
people are
time,
wild.
guys, to go ahead. We're going to jump right into our topics this week. So what we're going to talk about a little bit is about the week we just had, and everybody lived it. And it was Black Friday and COVID. And so I want to jump in and just ask you guys, what was your experience around this Black Friday holiday versus what you remember in the past? Because I mean, obviously we all know it was not the same. And I'm not talking about from work aspect. I'm just talking about from just life aspect, right? It was completely different than we've ever had before. I know, at least for me, it was completely different. So, whoever wants to jump in first, go ahead and jump in. But tell me a little bit about this year's Black Friday versus the past.
So this year's Black Friday in the workplace that I have, which is retail, it was calmer in a sense where it was more controlled, yes, but that had to do with like the manager at the door. But customers were as dumb as they ever have been.
They
Like
were or they weren't?
they were, they were more dumb than ever. Like social distancing didn't mean nothing to them this time. They're like in your face, like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. Like, help me out now. Um, at least for my department, it was kind of dead, but um, it was different. It was different. I just
This is
wish
your
that
second
customer
year,
would.
right? Your second year working as
No, third.
but also you've been 3 years with retail?
Yeah,
Wow, time flies, man.
times flies.
Wow.
One with you, and two in my department.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
So what was different this year than the year than the first year you were in here in the second year?
so the first year was with you over there at the TV department. Um, it was more rushed. It was more like that year that we worked together was like customer took out to customers, like just in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
Here it's like I want this, but I still want to look around, but I'm not sure if I'll ever come back for it. So just give it to me. I'm like, no. You want it? Yes or no? I'll cash you in, cash you out. If you don't come back, good. If you come back, better. But
Yeah.
customers are just like ridiculous. It's like I want this. I want this camera. Matter of fact, give me two. I'll hold them. I'll hold them out. It's like no, that's not happening. What you mean? It's like no, not happening. You want them? Pay them now or come back later. If I still have it, it's yours. But I cannot give you this camera.
So
But
I
I'm
tell
not-
you for my experience, I've been in retail. I've been in that store 9 years, but I've been in retail for a lot longer. And I've seen the changes. For me, what's different this year than other year, beside the volume of people, the volume of people that came in, I was really nervous about it this year versus the other years, because the other years you already knew what to expect. It was a rush
Yeah.
of people, and everybody's gonna run in and try to get the doorbusters. We didn't have any doorbusters, which is good. The company did a great job. Shout out to the company, right? The corporate team, they did a great job this year versus the year before. Obviously, we had to learn from challenges and changes, right? So they did a great job on that. The amount of people that was coming in was actually, as far as the sales side, right, was actually like a lot slower in my department than what it was anywhere else. We had a great deal too. We like the biggest thing that went like that was actually the $150 55-inch TV. 55-inch TV that was on sale. No, 50-inch TV that was on sale. And I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. So that went quick. But on the operational side, man, did they get killed. Shout out to them. They really bust their ass, and they were like on it. And like I was saying, like it was over like between 6 and 10 o'clock at night, it was over 12,000 picks. I was crazy. And how busy it was. And that was on Friday. And Saturday went again. Cyber Monday, I heard it was crazy. So the real big difference is corporate got it right this time as far as the amount of people that were gonna go in for the sales floor, but the operational side, whoo, that was shout out to those people out there that work operations for that this whole weekend. You guys bust your ass, so shout out to you guys, and great work.
Yeah, well, you guys always like to. It's funny because we all have just different points of view. So, like, my point of view is more about the Thursday than the Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
It was amazing, man. I had a great time being home. I worked
Of course.
retail for 6 years. I did other things before that, and I'll be honest, I don't remember what I used to do for. Like Black Friday was never a thing for my family. Like we never went out on Thanksgiving days and went shopping and shit like that. Like that's just not who I was. The only time, it's funny, the only day I ever went shopping on a Thursday of Black Friday was when I got hired into this company. I didn't start until December 1st. So my anniversary date is easy to remember. It's literally December 1st. And I missed out on the first Black Friday weekend. I was a, lowly level, what they call the occasional seasonal employee, right? So and so I wanted to go into the store that I got hired at, and I wanted to see like what it was going to be like. So, I went in there and I shopped around. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of cool. But the opportunity they had, like, it reminded me of why I left where I was and moved up here. You know, I get to wake up in the morning. And my sister, shout out to her. She did a lot of things to try to make sure, you know, it was going to be enjoyable for me, knowing that it's not something I normally get. So we had talked earlier in the week, and we call them man-mosas, but some people call them beer-mosas. And it's one of my like favorite things to do in the morning. Like we get some Shock Top and some orange juice and you mix it together because I'm not into champagne, right? So literally she went out like 4 days earlier when she's doing the Thanksgiving shopping for all the food and all that kind of stuff. And she grabs a 15 pack of Shock Top. So I got to wake up in the morning and they already told me I was gonna be the guy how to go get the bagels because that's Jersey. But she got lox, she got chive, she pre-made the chive cheese because normally we got to make it that morning. She like everything's set. So I went and got the bagels. I get back and we're drinking beer mosas. We're hanging out in the kitchen. We're cooking Thanksgiving dinner, right? And it was just a good time. Football came on. We got to watch a couple games. I got to hang out with my nieces. It wasn't any extended family this year. COVID wouldn't let it, right? Which sucks, don't get me wrong, but it was the people I cared about, man. And, you know, so it was a really amazing experience this year. And it was one of my favorite Thanksgivings because it was just, you know, we were just hanging out or you know, I didn't do a lot, but I did what I could to help when she needed it. It was like, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? You know, and I got to hang out. I got to watch football. My youngest niece tried to bitch about it and say, we don't watch football. That's not what we do. Oh my gosh.
They watched the Thanksgiving parade.
Well, we watched the parade because the parade ends before the football game. So that's fine. But she thought we were to go from the parade to like Charlie Brown Christmas and shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that. There's no Sunday night game or Thursday night game. We can watch it afterwards. So, you know, we got to enjoy ourselves and have a great time. It was a great experience, man. Like I drank all day, but between the food and the drinking and everything else, and I didn't post any photos on Instagram yet, and I should have.
I was waiting for those.
I know, but I do have them, and I will post them.
Yeah.
It was nice because I woke up the next day. I had to be at work at 8 a.m., but I felt good. Like, you know, it was cool.
8 a.m.? But you got lucky. You had to be at work at 5.
Well,
4:45.
Yeah, I wasn't one of those openers, so I got to enjoy it a little bit more. So it was a good time, man. Like we all just there was food, there was enough festivities with just the immediate family that it was awesome. And you know, work, you know, it's weird with like I don't know where I work and in my environment. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's not the same. You know, when I worked with you guys, it was like I knew I was going to be mayhem. I was the biggest department in the store. It was going to be crazy. I was stressing my ass off all the time. This year, dude, I just kind of went out there and it was like cool. Like they had like line starts here in other departments of the store. Man, I didn't have none of that. Like it was just
Me
like
neither.
oh, like dude,
me neither. It was kind of crazy. And I was in charge of gaming this year, right? And what the craziest thing about gaming was. I was like, shit, now that's on my plate. So I spent the whole week preparing, right? Filling totes up with games that are on the ad and all that, right? So I was like, okay. Nobody bought games, bro. Everybody came in with one question. You guys have any consoles?
So we had signs up
like,
everywhere. We killed that. So it was.
You guys have any consoles? Nope. Any Switches? Nope. Any PlayStation 4s? Nope. Any PlayStation 5s? Nope. And what are the chances of getting an Xbox? Sir, if I get $1 for every person that has asked me this question right now, I would buy 5 Xboxes.
Yeah. So it was just it was a different year, but I'm in a different environment, a different store, different department. But it was a good year. Like I guess I'll be honest, part of me has just changed where I've just kind of let things roll off a little bit and I'm not going to get overstressed about stuff. Like, you know what? The worst part was it wasn't about the Black Friday. It was about the weekend. And we at least have line queues at my location where I work. And we manage people that until somebody frees up, we don't let you in the building. We did for those couple days, like we would do a number of people, you know, but we mainly kind of like, if we don't have an associate, we're not letting you in. Because people are just assholes. Like, oh, I've been waiting here for 30 minutes in the department. I told you beforehand, like, that's just life. Get over it. And so what I do is and you guys are going to love this. You know what my comeback is when people start yelling at me and bitching? What I tell them? Well, you know, you can call the governor. Hey, I'll look up the number for you because this is all like he set these mandates. We're just following them. You don't like it? Go ahead, give him a call.
Well,
See
that
what he
doesn't
says.
happen in Florida because we could be like, well, you know what?
Exactly.
What I have to say in Florida is like, well, you can blame the governor. He's the one who allowed us to open the stores and let everybody in at the same time, and and so we can what to call create a super spreader, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, listen, the worst part is if we're going to talk, we're not going to talk much about the virus, but let's be honest, that's just blowing up everywhere. There's nothing we can do. It's a pandemic. It is a true.
Well, there's good
pandemic
news. This good news, right?
Cure or the vaccine?
Pfizer and Moderna. I like to pronounce it in Spanish because it makes more sense to me, like in my head. So Moderna, right? They're about to put out some vaccines. Moderna's actually getting FDA approval.
Yeah,
I know
luck
Pfizer
being the one who
already has
tests
it.
that out. Go ahead.
Yep. So
All right. But yeah, so that was kind of my Black Friday. I just want to say, like, I think it was actually, I like the pandemic for that reason. Like, it was easier. It was better. Like, I think we need to get more European in our lives. And like Thursday needs to be a shutdown. Now I get that, like we were open inside the building, but it was a volunteer basis.
Well,
those that wanted to work and make the time and a half and the extra money were allowed to. But my leadership,
not everybody.
Sir, I understand that. But my leadership, we didn't. Like my sales leadership, we ain't there. Like we're home with our families. And you know what? I mean, listen, I don't know if I don't know if I should break the news here because maybe it's not for you. But I don't know if you guys heard about New Year's Day.
No, I haven't heard anything yet. It's gonna be breaking news. Breaking news.
So,
You have a breaking news alert.
where you guys are, but
You know what? I don't even mention it. Don't mention it. We'll do it after the call.
okay.
Because I think that hasn't been out there yet, and we don't want to put it out there. And then, we heard it live. We heard it live at this place. A Generation Shock. Even though
Let me tell you.
Nobody knows the company I work for. But
trust me, there's ways of finding out.
The only person from my store that watches our show is in the comment section. He doesn't work there no more.
yeah.
Well, you have Ortiz.
Yeah, all right. So I'll talk to you about it afterwards. That's fine. So let me ask you guys this. And it doesn't not just where you work, in general. What was the best Black Friday deal that you saw? What was the one that you're like
In general, not in our store.
No, like
Throughout the
my point is this. What was the one Black Friday deal that you saw? You're like, holy crap, I'm buying. What pulled
Golo,
you?
you have to start that one off.
What pulled you into your wallet to be like?
There was a KitchenAid 8-quart mixer, which is usually $500, and my mom wanted one of those for a long ass time. It was on sale for $200. I was like, my mom wanted it for a long ass time.
Good
I don't
deal.
care.
Good deal.
Hell
I like
yeah.
that.
Hell yeah.
For me,
there's those deals every year, online, in store. Doesn't matter where you go. There's that deal. You're just like, holy hell! How do I not do this? Like, I got it. I got to do it.
you gotta make that line at 5 o'clock in the morning to get.
Well, let me get 5 of them. You can only have one, sir. Fuck you! I wanted 5.
Oh well, fuck that! I'll just order 4 of them online and take one with me right now. So that's the new thing, bro.
Pretty much.
We're resellers, like you could only take what the minimum what they let you do. Okay, I'll just order the rest online. I'm like, do what you got to do, but you can't. You're not even the store
as much where we are, but
no, we deal with it a lot.
So what do you got, Messiah? What do you think was the best thing you saw?
The thing is that, like, I don't look at a lot of ads from any other companies.
It could be from where you work then. No, but I just meant I didn't want to limit just to that. I meant like
okay.
Grand scope, but if that's what you know, then that's what you know. Go ahead.
Yeah. I thought a great deal. I think it was a 55-inch for $149. I thought it was a great deal. I was like, whoa. If I didn't have a TV, and I wanted to like put a TV in my room, I'll get that 55-inch for $150. And it was a smart TV.
3 of them though.
Yeah, but it was a smart TV.
The 50 was $150, the 55 was $200, and the 65 was $250.
Yeah, all of the same. I think it was Insignia or Toshiba, one of those two. But it was crazy. I was like, yo, that's right there. And then I did see that they the air fryers. See that I missed.
Oh, there
air
was some
fryer
good
for $30.
Dude,
Air
there were
fryers
some
for
good
$30,
deals.
bro.
Appliances, like appliances in general, and they're small. They're considered small appliances for those who aren't in the retail business. There was a lot of good shit though, but there were some of those double dins and others that they were actually really good.
Well, let's ask the people that are watching. The 7 that are watching.
Yeah, there's not even 7, but go ahead.
I know. Let's watch the 3 that are there plus us 3.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? What was the best deal? If you guys looking at the ads, what do you guys thought? Write it down and then we'll shout it out on the actual
my
deals.
favorite one. My favorite one has a little. Go ahead, Goldo. You got something to say? I see you.
Okay, real quick. Before you go to your favorite
stroke
one.
it.
For budget headphone goers, there was some Skull Candy in-ear headphones, which are on sale for $25. So if you wanted some headphones for your kids that were not as expensive, that were still like AirPods in a sense, there you go. Skull Candy, so it's $25.
Viper kills me, man. He goes, I didn't look at anything. Hell yeah, I wouldn't either. My first year out of that shit, I ain't looking at shit. Like, I ain't even thinking about that shit, Viper. Like, you are so right. Like, dude, this is my first year in how many years of my life? Fuck that. I ain't looking at nothing.
I'm not even trying. You know what? I'm gonna go out there and take pictures of alligators and, and some eagles.
Listen, I'm on the golf course. Screw it. Like, Viper is so right. Like, I didn't look at anything. Don't look at anything. You've earned the right, Viper.
Yeah,
not
you
to
earned
look at
that right.
Damn thing. My favorite thing was, and I don't even know if it was a Black Friday deal, but I want to tell the story because it just makes me giddy. So I got Madden 21 for $27.99. And so the reason it makes me giddy is I didn't buy it for me, even though I will be playing it. I bought it for my niece's 16th birthday, which
she likes Madden.
My niece, she will be. Oh man, she loves Madden. Like, she's had every game up to 19. So me and her have been battling in 19 for a while, and she's just like, oh, nobody's been buying me the game. So I'm like, screw it. So I gave her an early birthday present. Her birthday's on December 13th. It's coming up. And so I went ahead and got her the game, and I gave it to her because I got that Black Friday or Cyber Monday deal. And we went ahead and played last night, and I waxed her ass. Oh my God. I put it in. Oh my God.
You play with the Giants?
Dude, no, I wasn't actually.
Who do you play with?
She's a Giants fan. I can't.
Okay.
So the first game, we're waiting for it to load up. And so it has to be Baltimore, Kansas City, because that's what the kind of like demo thing was. And
yeah.
Dude, we're playing this game, and I swear to God, the craziest play I've ever seen in my life. It blew my fucking mind. I'm the Ravens, okay, and she's Kansas City. She fucking throws this pass up to Tyreek Hill. I have a defender go up and tip the ball, right? And it tips into my other defender's hands, right? My defender goes like this, gives the ball to Tyreek Hill. As Tyreek Hill spins around my player, pushes him down, and runs in for a touchdown. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I intercept the ball on another play, and I'm running it back for a touchdown. And Patrick Mahomes tackles him, okay? And they're both laying on the ground, but my guy's laying on top of him. And all of a sudden, the ball pops out for a fumble, and she gets the ball back. Dude, it was mind-blowing how horrible I was doing. Ended up winning. We played 4 games, okay? First game was that simulation. Hold on, let me finish. Second game, she's Tampa Bay. Right? And I'm orange. Who am I? Oh, on the Browns.
Washington? Oh,
on
Browns.
the Browns.
Okay.
She's Tampa Bay on the Browns, but she picked the red jerseys. I picked the orange jerseys. She complained she couldn't see what was going on. So I beat her so bad in the first quarter, she quit. Right? So then I'm Arizona, and she is some other team. I can't even remember. And I destroyed her in that game. So then we finally played. She was the Giants, and I was the Carolina Panthers. Dude, I won 4 games. I am right now undisputed, because you know what? She's really good at the game. I can't deny. She's like actually really
pissed.
Good. But she's so mad. She's so competitive. This girl is like, she's huge into sports, huge in softball, huge Giants fan. I trained her well, like when she was a little girl. Like, I trained her so well. So we talk about football. We play video games together. Like, we have that bond. And man, for me to be able to beat her 4 straight games, she still looks at me sideways today. Oh my goodness.
She's like, she's like, fuck that. You ain't getting any more bacons at all.
It was so cool.
No bacon.
It was a family dynamic that was really cool. Like, my sister's boyfriend's on the couch. He's playing his Switch Lite, right? My sister's passed out snoring. My other niece is on her computer and playing around. And then me and my other niece are hanging out doing it. It was just a nice little family night. And that makes me think of the next topic, kind of, right? When we talk about family dynamics or family orders, right? And what are they and what should they be and how are they broken up? So it kind of, reminds me of what we wanted to talk about a little bit. So I'm just kind of curious with you guys, like what is your idea of a family order or dynamic, or what should it be? What is it for you? Like, what do we
What do you
got
mean
going
by
on
that
there?
though?
Well, I don't know because I didn't put it into the notes. I'm just reading it off of it. So I didn't pick
I
this
mean,
topic.
were you the one who wrote all that now?
It says literally, I'll read it word for word. Just go ahead. How does the family order should go? Literally, how does the family order should go? Parentheses, example, you, either your wife or your son / daughter, and so on. Like
That's how Messiah. That seems like Messiah
it
wrote
was
that.
Messiah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know that I'm trying to
Yes.
transition to
That
it.
was me.
I
That
literally
was me.
set that story up
Yeah.
to transition into the next
I tell
topic
you,
that he
yeah,
put.
yeah, I tell you what I mean by that. I tell you what I mean by that. So,
I'm more
so
confused.
it comes off a conversation, right, that I had, right? And I have a call list. I have favorites. I have favorites in my call list, right? So on my call list, number 1 is my son. Number 2 is my wife. Then my sisters. Then my best friend, may he rest in peace. I still haven't deleted him from
Can't ever. Yeah.
from my favorites. And then Goldo and Brian. I'm sorry you didn't make this list.
What?
the top people I call. I don't call you as much as I do Goldo and the other guys.
So why don't you call
So,
me anymore? Oh, I'm done. All right, guys,
So-
it was fun.
So
I'll leave this shit screaming, but I'm going.
I text you more than when I call you. So like my thing was this, right? he probably had to use the restroom. So that's why he left. So and then my wife and like we start having this discussion about, oh, so wait, I'm number 2 on your call. I'm like, yeah, my son's number 1, and then you. She's like, what? Shouldn't it be like your immediate family, your wife, and then everybody else, right under that list? And I'm like, no, not according to me. I go, this doesn't mean anything as far. This is who I call the most. In case of an emergency, you're the first one to call, you're the first one on my list. And she's like, oh yeah, why? In case of an emergency, I'm gonna reroute that call to your son. I'm like, yeah, but you live here in Florida. So that's what I mean about. Is there like what's your family hierarchy? Right? How would you look at it?
Well, first of all, that like you have 2 different topics going. This is just a classic
I know.
Messiah. He has 2 different things. He puts it in about a family hierarchy, right? So instantly, all I think of is, what is your family dynamic, right? Who runs the household, right? Is it the mother or the father, right? And then who drops down? Is it the sons or the daughters? Because in every family, there's that dynamic, right?
Yeah.
The daughter gets away with shit and kind of runs things, or the son gets away with shit and run things. This guy's talking about a fucking call list, but doesn't put it in the fucking message, right? There's nothing about call lists. Who's your favorite on your phone?
Yeah.
Who's the first person that when you're looking at your favorites? Thanks, because I'm not even on there, but that's okay. I guess, but Nelly was,
Nope,
I'm sure.
he wasn't.
Yeah,
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
Nope.
Nelly's not here to listen to it, so of course you're gonna say he's not, bastard.
No, he's not.
So I mean, I don't know, Goldo. Who's on your favorites call list? Goldo. I know I'm not, but I expect that. That's different. You didn't take me on a date to celebration where we walked around taking pictures of things.
It had beers. We had a
and
beer and some
burgers?
good sandwiches, right?
Oh.
Yeah. I had a BLT.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, y'all probably gonna take me to go barbecue, but we never went and then we left. So I don't know. It's like, no, we gotta go. We'll take you. All right. That never happened. But for me, I have first my mom, then my best friend Pablo, then my sister.
Viper's
then I have my
calling
brother.
in, guys. Should I add Viper to the show, or
Yeah, invite him.
I don't
Let's
know
see if he wants to
be-
join.
I don't know if he actually
But
wants.
remember,
to be
last time
on.
we did that, it messed up the whole thing.
All right, so I'm gonna push pause and listen to Viper. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
Go ahead. So yeah, mom, Pablo, sister, brother. Then I got Messiah. Then I got my cousin, because that's all I have right there on the who called me. Otherwise, my phone is a big ass alarm. That's it. But
Viper's the best.
I
I
don't
gotta
call
tell
many
you.
people. I don't call many people.
So what happened? What happened? What was that call about?
He just wanted to tell me he loves me, man. He's the best. I love that dude. I told you, I said, I don't gotta reiterate it because if you watch the shows, you know, like I said, it's a weird relationship. Like he was the guy that I went to when I was trying to beat the door down to get hired in Florida. He was the guy who I went and talked to for the first time when I came to the store.
Let me ask you this: Did you have that mustache when he hired you?
No, he wouldn't have hired me with this mustache. I know that. I ain't stupid. I might be dumb, but I ain't stupid. You know. Let's not talk about our phone list though, Goldo. Like that's just stupid. Like I think that's a stupid topic. Whoever the idea of that was just nonsense.
Well, that's not the reason.
Ah,
It didn't come out with as a.
Let's talk about the
how
actual
it started
hierarchy
out.
of your family.
Yeah,
right?
let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about that.
Intriguing to me. So Goldo, your family hierarchy, and I understand. I don't want to get into like touchy subjects or anything like that because I know like some people lose his parents and stuff. So hopefully it's nothing like that. But you can talk about siblings with it and stuff, but you know, what's the hierarchy of your family, right? Who's the decision maker in your household? Okay. And then like, how's it fall down from there? Like, you know, do you Goldo? Cause I'll be honest, I don't even know 100%. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother and a sister.
Okay.
I'm
so
the middleman.
tell me about that dynamic of those siblings then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill like
and
this.
how they rank in the hierarchy of the family. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear a little bit about that.
So the decision maker, my mom, right there. Under her, you got in my household.
Yeah.
Well, my household is only my mom, my stepdad, and me.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's fine.
it
But
goes out.
so your mom runs the household over your stepdad, you're saying?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Listen, in a Hispanic household, what a woman says goes. Doesn't matter if she's your sister, your daughter. Listen, if your mama's mama is in the house, your mom doesn't own the house no more. It's your grandmama's house now.
Yeah, it's just so true.
Okay.
Listen, if grandma comes over, forget what my mom says. I'm listening to my grandma. I don't want to get slapped. My mom will say, "I'll slap you." My grandma just hit me. She doesn't say no words.
She doesn't give you no warning. She's just, oh shit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Like, what the hell happened in here? Yep. Grandmas don't play around.
What did
So-
you got? Go ahead.
It's crazy.
All right. What you got,
What you got,
Messiah?
Messiah?
What was your household like? Hierarchy wise.
Like growing up,
yeah.
or how is it now?
Well, both. Let me hear both. I'd
Well,
like to know both.
Growing up,
I already know the second
growing up
one.
was my mom. My mom, right? She was
They go, let's
she
go
was
to
the
a
decision
project.
maker. She was the decision maker in the house. But I had a big. Just put it this way: I lived in a 3-bedroom apartment in the projects, and in that 3-bedroom apartment was me at that time, 3 siblings, and then my uncle and his kids, so my cousins, my stepfather's mother, and then her kids. It was like so many people packed in one house.
I guess I'm curious because you've talked about your siblings sometimes. I know you had a sister, right, and stuff. Like, so let me ask you this: out of the kids hierarchy, where was the hierarchy of just the kids?
Oh, my sister ran the house.
She ran shit.
Yeah, she.
But that's
she
not
like
just you.
she
That
would be the type
that
that
was the cousins and the
yeah.
stepbrothers.
My sister ran
she
shit.
just
My
took
sister
over
was
everybody.
like. Just put it this way: my sister would beat my ass in front of my friends just to show that to my friends that she can kick my ass. And then when she says goes, and if they don't stay still, and when they come into the house, she'll beat the ass too. So she ran the show.
I need a favor. I need you to make sure I get your sister's number, so when you get online on the show, I can just call her up. She can put you back in your place.
Yeah, my friends used to make fun of me. She's like, "Yo, I'll get your sister to beat your ass." I'm like, "Yo." Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
that's how it was. That's how it was in the projects. Now, it's just my wife and I. We discuss everything. So now
That's not
it's
true.
Yes, it is.
We all know that's not true. She runs
Yes,
that
it is.
household. She is the
Yes,
queen
it is.
bee. She runs
Now-
everything. We all know that.
So,
Now we
so
run.
it's safe
Now
to say
we
she's the
do
favorite.
the what?
So it's safe to say she was the favorite, or who was the favorite? Mama's
in my
favorite.
family. Oh, my mom's
No.
favorite. Actually, they said that I was.
Well, that's the thing. So I will say this: a favorite and who runs the household are not usually the same.
Yeah, they're
believe it or
not.
not.
No,
Right?
it's
Yeah.
not.
So I will agree. He could easily be her favorite, but the
Well, that's what
sister runs
that's what my
everything.
siblings say, that I'm the favorite, right? But I'm the second born. I don't think I would be the favorite. I'm the first male.
Oh,
That's
no,
why.
then you are. No, listen.
Yeah,
The one thing I
that's
learned
why.
about Spanish households, the firstborn son, he is everything. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. Like
They used to
listen,
call me. My grandmother used to call me, may she rest in peace. She used to call me the white horse, el caballo blanco. Like I don't know what that shit meant, but that's
so,
like
for me growing up, my parents got divorced, so it was a little different. It was for most of my life growing up, it was just me and my dad. So the hierarchy was me and then my dad. That's just the way shit was. Like I ran
Yeah.
shit, and then my dad just was like, okay. No, but honestly,
your,
it
your
was
dad just didn't want to put up with you. He
Exactly,
was like,
it was
okay,
fine.
whatever.
So it was a little different, right? But then my dad got married to a Spanish woman, right? And she had 4
And then
kids.
there was a clash.
Oh,
There was a clash
she had
between
4
you and a
kids.
Spanish woman.
Dude.
Ooh.
Oh no, you have no idea. Oh my god, how do you know? It was so we used to fight sometimes.
Because I know you.
I was older.
I know
though.
you
was
in authority.
18. I was 18 though,
So-
so it was even worse because I ain't living like you didn't raise me I'm doing shit so yeah, there were some fights, there were some battles.
Yeah.
But I realized what you said about Spanish women, man. She she ran that house. She didn't ask my dad nothing. God, I love my dad to death, and he's a great man, but man, the reason why they've lasted 20 something years is because she says jump and he says how fucking high. Dude, man, she just ran everything. And the thing is her oldest son, the firstborn, was the fucking prodigal, the golden child. This dude could do no wrong. Doesn't matter what he did. This dude did no wrong. Now, granted, he wasn't like a bad kid. I don't mean it like that. But this kid was able, he just, everything. And it was funny though, because even though he was the golden child, his sister that was younger than him ran that household. She would literally convince him to do her chores and make him think that he's on the right, he did it as a favor, or she did him a favor because she was supposed to do the dishes and he did the dishes for her. It was just crazy. But when you talk about the parent, dude, she was the higher.
Yeah,
it's
mad funny. Bible he writes on the comments. He's like, the girls at work, because the majority of the girls in the front,
yeah,
right? They're all Latinos,
girls, yeah.
right? They're like, you need to understand Spanish women.
Dude,
yeah, because those girls
They
are
don't-
tough
they don't play
cookies, bro.
around.
In the front,
Oh.
those are tough cookies.
Listen, I've learned listen, I love my stepmom to death. She's an amazing woman, but we've battled. I've had a lot of shoes thrown at me. Clanchetas, what we talked about in one
Chancletas,
episode.
yeah.
I know we
Chancletas,
talked
yeah.
about it. And it was funny because her parents lived there for a while. And I will say this thing, man. You're right. It's Spanish women run everything, because her mother would literally, I'd come over and I wasn't into Spanish food then, and I regret this because, man, they cook amazing. But I would walk in and I just got done doing something, and she would, and she didn't speak a single word of English, right? And all of a sudden I know is I got a plate of food in front of me, and I'm like, no, I just ate. No, and she just push it
You
forward.
can't say no.
What do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, you don't even
can't
have to
say no.
ask for it. They'll put it on there. Oh, no,
The
sit down,
worst-
you're going to eat.
The worst thing that ever happened is I came over one time and I was trying to eat healthy, and I brought over my own food and I cooked my own meal. Oh my gosh. That was the biggest mistake I
Oh
ever made. in my life.
no!
Oh, hell
Biggest
no.
mistake I ever made. But yeah, man.
Listen, in a Spanish household, there's nothing more disrespectful if the guest brings their own food to cook meal,
Oh, hell
or
yeah.
for them to say no to your cooked meal. Like, if I went through the trouble of cooking you meal and you say no, you better walk out that door.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I learned real quick. But I will say this. Do you know why I'm still single after all these years?
Because you couldn't find a Spanish woman.
No, because I'm not subservient. I run the household.
Yeah,
I
and
run
then-
the household.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I run things. Okay. That's why.
But I just
ain't
think-
listen.
See, it's not I don't think it's just Latinos, right, or Latinas. I just think Latinx. Let's get it right now. It's not Latinos or Latinas. Now it's Latinx. Anyways, I just think it's women in general are the the decision makers. They're the head. They're the ones in the house. Like, because I always hear this at work. Okay, yeah, that's how much is it? 2,000. All right. All right. I'm just looking around, but I just gotta run it with the wife, see what she says.
Yeah.
Because they run it in general. They're like, well, it's just a balanced decision making, right? That's basically what it is. But in a relationship, you have to discuss it.
No,
with
that's
your,
true. Like, and I say that jokingly, but no, when you're it can't be one person or the other sometimes. But the thing I laugh about, there are certain moments in those certain demographic, or not demographic, but those certain hierarchies that, listen, man, we all know most women seem to fucking trumpet. Like, let's be honest. Like,
well, here's something that's interesting.
Messiah
right?
may want to go buy that new M5, but he ain't doing it without permission. If she
Oh,
says
of
no,
course not.
he ain't getting it. Like, let's be honest, right?
All
He
right.
wants that
Yo,
M5.
my
and
new thing is the Tesla, right? I've been I'd be like, yo, I want my Tesla, right? I want it, right? And my wife is like, what the fuck you want that for? I'm like, she's like, it's like every other car. I'm like, it has a self-driving. She's like, you're not even gonna use that shit. And then I keep looking at the arcade machine. This is the same thing she told me. So you're not even gonna use that shit.
And guess
I'm
what?
like,
That shit's been sitting there and never been touched.
I play it. Like I'm undefeated. Well, I can't say I'm undefeated, but I have records in that already, even though I'm playing by myself.
Yeah.
Hey,
man. You know
Yeah,
how many times
nobody
I
has
beat
beaten my high
myself
score
in this
yet.
game? I'm the best against myself ever.
Yeah.
You beat yourself. That's hard.
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
so-
That's what you said, not me. That's what
So,
you said.
yeah.
Your words, not mine.
That's awesome.
Listen,
That's just
there's-
funny as shit. So anyway, so let's get to my favorite part, right? To my favorite part of the show.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen,
Introduce
boys
it,
and
introduce
girls, It's time for Fuck Outta Here, where we get to talk about something this week that just made us stand up and say, Fuck outta
Fuck outta
here.
here.
Let's go.
Forget about it.
Forget
All right,
about it.
Goldo, you started off.
Ooh. Okay. This week, what have happened this week? What have happened? Let me see. Listen. I had to be at work at 6 a.m. on Friday. Granted, it's not 4:45. Yeah, I know. But listen, I don't like waking up early. But let me see. I'm trying to find a fuck out of here moment because I'm like, I know something happened, but I forgot.
You
but
trying
it's
to tell me
something
this
crucial.
whole weekend from
This whole
Friday, you didn't run into no fuck out of here moments? Come on. We work in the same
Listen.
place. There's plenty of fuck out of here you can run
There's a
into.
lot of them. There's a lot of them, but it's like I don't remember. I've been off for the past 3 days, bro.
All right.
The
So
past 3 days I've been off.
Go ahead, Messiah.
So-
Jump in then. Help him out.
All right, so
Jump in.
I'll start it
Let
off.
me-
I'll start it off, right? So here's my thing, right? 5:45 in the morning, 4:45 in the morning. I gotta get ready, go to work. 4 hours of sleep, and just boom, go. I'm at work, boom. Doors open up. People are running in. They're not running in. They're walking in and all that. A lot of the orders are going through .com and all that. So I have a customer comes up and says, excuse me, sir, I'm looking for this TV. I'm like, sorry, that TV. We only had 2 left by the time we opened because everything got ordered through .com, and those two less are ticketed, and we already gave those tickets out in line. Oh, okay. And then they start fighting, like arguing about what's going on, about why is this and that. I can't believe you guys didn't have all this. I'm like, ma'am, Black Friday deal started already since early October. Is that for this specific one was just this weekend. But so now I want this size. It went from a 55 to a 65 for the price of the 55 because we no longer have it. And you have to give it to me for that price. I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, because you guys have to give it to me. Otherwise, I need a rain check or this and that because you guys didn't fulfill all the needs. So I'm like, I'm sorry. We don't have that. And I cannot give it to you. I can't order it. So it can't be done. But let me see what I can do. Let me double check in the back to see if we have some. I have to double check. So I have to go back, come back. Sorry, man, we don't have it. I can't believe this shit isn't. And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, It is 5 o'clock in the morning. It's too early for this shit. There's no need for this shit. You weren't in line for that long, right? Asking for it. So fuck out of here. But I couldn't do anything else. I'm sorry. I can't. We're out of it. You didn't buy it online. You had that option. You didn't get it. I'm sorry. So that's my fuck out of here. That's what I have today.
All right. So mine's a little tie-in because I know Goldo probably needs another minute, so we'll give him another minute. So mine's a tie-in. So remember how I told you that Thanksgiving morning I went and bought bagels?
Yep.
Right? So I bought the bagels, right? I bought all of it. And a couple days later, I don't remember exactly which day it was, I wake up and I'm like, my nieces are downstairs. They're, fucking around. I'm like, oh, I think I might have a bagel. Now, you can't have that. I said, excuse me? What are you talking about? No, there's 2 bagels left, and we saved them specifically for Mom and Tom. You can't have them. That's Mom's bagel. You can't have Mom's bagel. I said, excuse me? No, that's Mom's bagel. You can't have it. I said, bitch, I bought those bagels. And when I say that, like, we curse. My nieces and I curse. So when I say, bitch, I bought that bagel, I literally said, bitch, I bought those bagels. I don't care. That's Mom's bagel. We saved it especially for her. That's her special bagel. You can't have it. You can't have it. Bitch, fuck out of here with that shit.
Did you eat
Who
it?
do you think you are? No, I didn't. You know, the funny part is the next day.
So she runs the house.
No, get the fuck out of here with that. Fuck out of here with that. I try to be respectful. The thing is, my sister comes home the next day. She's like, oh, yeah, I don't care. You can eat that bagel. I looked at my niece and said, fuck out of here. I told you that's my bagel. I do what I want. I run this. Yeah, man. Come on.
That's gold. That's funny.
Jeez.
No, so my fuck out of here. I figured it out. I was thinking, like, it makes sense now. It has to do with all this Black Friday crap. So, the front lane is where everybody ringing out. And I'm in my department. I have a line of like 2 people. That's it. And he was like, can I ring out here? I'm like, no, you got to go to the front. Because I'm not going to deal with your cart and like price match like every single item you have in the cart. So, no. So, go to the front. This customer goes around, gets 1 item from my department. Just what's a little SD card that's going out for like $8. Like, can I ring out here? For that, yes. For the rest, no. Like, oh, that's gonna fucked up. It's like, you don't make me wait the line. It's like, listen, I don't make the rules. I just follow them. It's like, oh, but you gotta help me out. I'm a customer. I'm like, listen, like I said, you gotta go to the front. Oh, that's how you guys don't make no money. I'm like, I'm not commissioned. I'm here by the hour, baby. I'm here by the hour. I'm not commissioned. Whether I help you out or not, I'm still getting paid. So fuck out of here. Go to the front, my guy. I'm not gonna figure you out.
Fuck out of here. Go to the front.
Yeah.
Go to the front.
Oh,
Yo. Oh, speaking right now, we have a name.
Oh,
We have a
listen,
name.
Hold on. We talked about this in an episode. We
We
aren't
talked
yet
about
able to go there yet. So you know what?
Oh
Messiah.
yeah, I forgot about that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Dumb fuck. Oh. Messiah, what we're
I'm
gonna start.
sorry.
Let's do this. Our next episode. How about this? We make our next episode a recap of season 1. We talk about it. We go over it. Right? Make you feel good. Let you get that shit out. Because listen, I'm a fan. I watched it.
Yeah.
You know what I started
Yeah,
doing?
I forgot the unwritten rule.
Yeah. You know what I started doing? Started watching Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, actually, where you at in Clone Wars? Because
I'm
you
still in
started
season
watching
1.
it because of this episode, right? That just passed.
Yes. I'm still in season 1. I'm very
Okay.
early because I got to
All
get
right.
through that so I can get to Rebels. Because Rebels is actually where most of it's taken from, but you can't get to Rebels until you watch Clone Wars because you can't know about her at her later life unless you know about her early life.
Yeah, I'm
right?
actually watching Clone Wars.
So we'll talk on the side. All right, we won't,
Yeah.
we won't bore everybody. Maybe we'll do a spin-off, and we'll do some like show reviews with the 3 of us. But anyway, it's that time. It's that time again. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. The 4 people who are watching, it is that time for us to go. Hopefully, another 400 maybe will tune in later and get to see the anecdotes and the things that we do. But I would like to thank everybody who watches us live. I'd like to thank Viper
Yes,
and
thank you,
Mrs.
thank you.
Viper. Maybe we'll call her Rattlesnake, right? Viper and Rattlesnake. Give her her own name.
Cobra.
Yeah, Cobra.
Cobra.
Ooh, Viper and Cobra.
Ooh.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, Viper and Cobra. I like
Viper and
that.
Cobra. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you guys because you guys are by far our best subscribers and our number one fans, and we appreciate everything you guys do for us. Yeah, you guys, thanks for joining us today. And you guys got anything you want to say before I end the show?
No, thank you guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit us up on IG or Facebook if you have any questions or anything, even on Twitter. Make sure you guys slide some of those DMs if you want to talk about something, or if you want to give a shout out to someone special. Just, we can do it for you. Just slide in the DMs.
So listen, you know why she wants to be Eagle, right?
She's an Eagle fan, not the Eagle like the team.
No,
she loves Eagles.
No, but you know what Eagles do? They eat
vipers.
Vipers. Yeah, they
Well,
and you talk
They
about
also
hierarchy,
pirates.
we know who runs that household.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The Eagle runs the household over the Viper, so we know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Uh,
See, you're a little instigator, bro. I noticed that, Shaq Monster.
well,
You're an
do me a
instigator.
favor, everybody. Let me know what you think of the new look. Let me know what you
The
think
new
of
stash, the Minshew stash.
Yeah, the
We're
Minshew
gonna call it
stash.
the check monster stash.
Write it down below. I do rule the roost. I love it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, Viper. Yeah, he did.
I
Now you're gonna get another phone call.
I know.
Like, yo, what the fuck you doing?
I'm afraid of that one.
Like, yo, what the fuck
The
you
first one was
doing?
good. The second one's not going to be so. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the show. Write the comments down below. I just rhymed because that's what I do.
Yeah, that's
but I
what you
wanna
do,
thank
bro.
everybody
You
for
move
watching,
up north,
tuning
become
in.
an MC.
Yeah,
MC stash.
Hey, whoa, hey. But yeah, let us know what you guys think, and we appreciate you. We love you. And until next week, we out.
Peace.
Deuces.